Okay, so the recorder turned off. I don't know why.
There's a ghost in here. It's Yuki.
I wonder if it would be wild if it actually turned off right before the door slam. Did you know that my old cat Yuki, rest his soul, he used to like look in like corners of the house and like there was like literally nothing there. There was not a bug, there was not a cobweb, there's not a shadow, there wasn't a shiny thing. Like there was literally nothing there. He would like look and then he'd be like and he'd be like talking or whatever. And then sometimes he would like look and then he just would go, oh, and then back to normal, like and then start walking around. And then also I've had 2 pint glasses explode on my desk for no reason. I had never microwaved them. I had never put them in the freezer. They were new. Like I was the only person to have used them.
Girl, you're just telling me this right now.
I don't know. I thought like until your pint glass explodes, it doesn't really. I don't know. I don't know the relevancy of these things. Maybe we need to like. What is it? You get an egg. You cleanse.
Girl, we gotta fucking cleanse your fucking house.
So the first pint glass, it was just on my desk, and I was like in the living room. I just heard like a pop noise, like a sound like a bubble or a pop or something. And I went in there and like there was like water and glass everywhere because it was on my desk. And I was like, huh, weird. And immediately my first thought was was there a bullet somewhere? But like, nope, no bullet holes, no nothing, you know. And like that was the only thing that was disturbed was the pint glass. Next pint glass I got, I think it was probably like a solid, like it wasn't like this happened like 1 week after each. This was like another year or 2 later. And I think it was my mom was home when I wasn't. And she like was like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened. Like there was just glass everywhere. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it. That's happened before. I looked it up online to be like spontaneously exploding glassware, glasses, glass in general, like all the different combinations of search terms. And everyone is like, oh, you shocked the glass. It wasn't tempered. It bought like all these different things, right? That I was like, no, because I know, especially with the second pint glass, I was like so careful with it. The first one, I also like, I didn't microwave it, didn't like all the things you're supposed to not do in order to like keep the integrity of the glass. Spontaneously exploded still, so I don't really know. But it's fine. I kind of figure if there's something doing if I have a something around here somewhere, I just kind of am like, well, you know what, you've not been cruel, so my monthly like depression spells I go through, I don't think is ghost driven. I think that's just hormones and me forgetting that my period's coming up, and then Ireland has to remind me, and I go, oh, that's right, because he goes, don't get mad at me, but you said you feel like terrible today, like the worst person in the world, and like everything is caving in on you, and it's just a cruel, terrible time, and you have a headache and your body aches, right? And I'm like, yeah, and I hate it, and this is the worst, and also I'm just crying all the time, but it's fine. And he goes, oh yeah, don't get mad at me, but like, when was your last period? And I'm like, you are the only man that is allowed to say that to me, because I know your heart and intentions are true, and you are correct. My period starts in a day. I was so mad. The first time he said that, I was so mad. Not at him, but I was so mad that he was right. And I wasn't. That I was so out of touch with my own, even though, I've had this cycle for God knows how long, a lifetime. And it's just, I just forget every month that it happens until, I want to throw myself off a bridge or whatever. And then it's like, wait, what week is it? Oh, okay.
Back at my old apartment, I used to have a box full of tampons and pads because of my sisters. Because I remember one time we didn't have anything, and one of them was starting their like period. I was like, ah! So I had to go to Target and just buy a bunch for her to like have. Yeah,
I'm very like pro people keeping like things like that in their house, even if they don't have someone in the house that needs them, just because it is sometimes, it's extra considered to have them for guests or not. But like I've stocked friends, like not like with a bunch, but I'll give them like here's a little emergency pack if like, especially you have like, girlfriends or like overnight guests or your family visiting or anyone that's like visiting that you're like, oh, I'm in a pinch, So like I've done that before, and I think I don't think it's never something that I would be like, oh, I expect this of my like guy friends or whatever. But it is just like a nice little like, oh, cool. Like that's a nice thing to know that it's there just in case.
You need to cleanse your house.
Oh, you're not getting off the whole spontaneous door slamming.
The fucking cuckoo is at your house, girl.
I mean, like, couldn't there be something worse in there?
I have a friend who always says like the cuckoo's in your house. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. No.
Well,
We
in
can't.
apartments, I feel like enough stuff happens in apartments. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, you never really know. But I don't know. I hear, as far as I know, I don't know the history of here. I think we've only had like one death in the house, maybe two. No, we've had, wait. Okay, there's been several cats that have died in the house, several dogs, but they're not tall enough to like get in the rafters, you know? I don't know.
Maybe that's maybe they're saying
What?
maybe they're saying Nicole feed us.
I mean, like, there's a sage plant outside. They can eat that, right?
Fucking bitch.
I planted it using the Thanksgiving herbs I had left over. So
Girl, I thought it was Thai basil.
I have Thai basil and I have sage. I don't know what kind of sage it is, but I bought one of those packs from the store that's like the living herbs. And on it, they're like, don't put this in the ground. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to put it in the ground. And now I have new plants. Because that's how gardens work. So now I actually, I have to say, I probably will have enough this Thanksgiving that I don't have to buy another sage plant. So, but anyways, because we don't know how long we were recording before, I think we just were like, we'll just do a tiny little bit, and I will figure out what happened with the other recording, because the other recording has some stuff, and I might just end up splicing together an episode.
I wonder how you're gonna like edit the video together.
I don't know, but I don't want to spend too much time on it because this is supposed to be a project of enjoyment and not distress.
Yeah. Did we answer the questions? Wait, I don't think I answered the question.
I don't even know if the question was recorded.
Well, I'll answer your question. I think I get more enjoyment when I make projects for myself. I think those are the best projects that actually come out
Like
of
Peens.
me. Exactly. Shout out Peens at Peens by Torres. I think for me, like what's been really nice about that project, it's like I get to call the shots with the art direction, with the photography, with the marketing.
Oh yeah, because you were doing like actual like practical photography with like a setup and a light box and like all those things, huh? Like
the photography,
which I think comes through like in the in the photos that I've been seeing.
Appreciate it. The art direction. I'm in charge of production. I'm in charge of like all that stuff. And so I feel like when you're able to really control all aspects of a project, it really makes for something amazing. I would say like I'm really fortunate in my job where like I can call the shots.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can call the shots and be able to just like do what I can with the client. I have also learned to kind of just let things go when like things don't go my way either.
The whole not being precious about things and like, is this a hill to die on? And also like,
well, because I think a lot of people, and this is for all the graphic designers out there, I think a lot of graphic designers, like while you're in school, you kind of forget that we're a service industry. Like we're at the mercy of the client. We are not here to make art for the client or for us. I mean, yeah, we're here to make art for
but you can do that in your own time.
Yeah, because it's like if we were to make art, then like just become an artist. But like we also have to remember that we are at the mercy of the client. We need to listen to the client. We need to collaborate with the client. This is not a one-sided thing. And I think a lot of people tend to forget that. It's something that took me like a really long time to kind of realize. And so I think I've been really good about just letting things go at work. If I could do that in life, that'd be great too. Scorpio year girls. But you know, we're learning, we're growing. But I do think the best projects come out of your own what's the word that I'm looking for? Your own motivation, your own enjoyment for your own projects, I guess.
So you're like a baker, or no, you're like a private personal chef, right? So if you have a client that's like, "Ooh, I only want to eat cereal in the morning with 2% milk. No, skim milk with skim milk." And you're like, "Ah, dang it." Or you're like, I guess maybe not, or like someone, what was it? There was like a wild breakfast that was like relatively simple. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, working in that capacity, right? It is like whatever the client wants because they're the ones that are eating the food that you're whatevering and you're putting your spin on it. But also at the end of the day, it's what they want. But if you were to like go and open up your own, you know, whatever restaurant, bakery, pop up, something like that, like, yeah, you can make whatever you want, and then it's up to people to go to you and buy it.
Were you the one that said that I would be a baker?
No.
Somebody told me that the other day. Somebody said that I would be a baker.
Not to be rude, but no, like no, you would be. I think you'd be a fine baker. I don't know. I just know that you were wanting to learn how to bake. I don't think I've had anything of yours that you've actually baked yet.
I've made. Wait, did I not give you a chicken pot pie?
No.
I make a really great chicken pot pie. A chicken pot pie. I don't know if this counts, but I made banana bread before.
Banana bread counts.
I made a pancake.
Did you make the scallion pancakes?
No, I'm actually gonna do that later tonight or tomorrow morning.
I want you to learn how to make that thing that your dad made. That Filipino dessert with the cinnamon and
The banana?
It was a banana?
Yeah,
It was like
it was a banana.
It was like saucy and
It was a
caramely.
banana.
It was really nice.
It was a banana. My dad's actually really good at making desserts. Like he's really good at making desserts. I feel like I've been like really telling him like, oh, you should open like a dessert or bakery or something thing. Cause like my dad, when it comes to making his like provincial dishes, my dad's from Pampanga. Hey, shout out Philippines. Never been to the motherland. Hopefully one day.
Tourist industry of Philippines sponsor
Yes,
Beans by Torres.
Pinoy, Pins. I'm half Filipino, half Mexican.
Pinoy.
Pinoy.
Like
P-E-E-N-O-Y. Pinoy.
That would be like the line you do when they sponsor you to go over and visit and like
Pinoy.
you know, like ambassador.
Yeah.
You know, between the two countries.
Pinoy and beans. Instead of pins, it's beans.
Yeah.
I like that bean can also mean like two things.
Bean, like
bean in the clitoris and like bean as in like a bean.
Oh, I was thinking bean as in like B-E-E-N and then bean as in like B-E-A-N.
Yeah.
Wait, is B-E-E-N a word? I don't think
B-E-A-N? Yeah, bean.
No. But then I was thinking of like B-E-E-N.
Yeah, been there, done that.
Bin?
Bin, right? That's how you spell bin.
Is B-E-E-N bin?
Yeah, bean? Bin.
Bin.
Why is it bin?
I don't know, because in my head I was like B-I-N.
Bean there, done that.
Fine. B-I-N. No, I-E.
Semantics and language are so weird, everybody.
I becomes I only when there's an E. If there's no E, I is an E. So it's bean.
Girl, what in the fucking alphabet?
B-I-N be bean? No, bin.
What? Girl, what is happening right now?
I don't know. Captors are going to go crazy on this one. Oh, we should just end it while we're behind.
No, this is good. Keep it going. No, but yeah, I just think like making your own work is the most exciting thing that you can do. I mean, what we're doing now, you know, this is like a baby that Nicole has been really like incubating for the longest time, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. It's been something exciting.
We called it, what was it like? It was like homeroom or school yearbook.
Yeah.
Right? The other day?
The names? Or
No, like when we were working on it together and you were like on your laptop and I was on mine and you were like, this is giving yearbook. And
or like a radio, like we're like a radio host station.
Yeah.
It kind of feels that way.
Or you said, was it like a Stranger Things vibe or something?
Yeah,
like
that, right? We're like the kids in Stranger Things.
Yeah, I think it's in Stranger Things too. I haven't watched Stranger Things.
It's I don't think I finished it. It's a good show.
But they start a radio station in that, so.
Yeah, they do. They kind of do. We should do a little No, we do have a logo. I made that sound again. I'm sorry.
You made the logo.
Oh, I made the logo.
you it's a good logo.
It is a good logo. See, it's a good logo because it's a labor of love because we made it.
It's a good logo.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think like self-initiated projects are always going to have something. They're always going to be something so great because you can really break down the process of things. I always feel like they're like great projects to showcase to people. I'm not disregarding projects that you do with corporate companies. Like I think those are really amazing as well. I just think for me, I get more satisfaction and joy and feels more soulful when you're able to do projects for yourself. So.
It's like different kinds of creativity, right? Because I think that there's a certain type of creativity when you have boundaries, like working for a client, right? And then there's a different type of creativity, like with this, where we kind of don't have boundaries. But because there's no boundaries, it almost like I don't think one is more hard than the other, but they both have their own sets of challenges that are interesting and I didn't quite realize until like we started like this, where it was like, oh yeah, we're not really oh yeah, okay, we do are the ones that figure things out. Okay, how interesting.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know, I've been learning a lot through this process of podcasting. The way I talk, the way I make that weird, like, tick sound, the way that, where to hold the mic, like,
Yeah, the mics are a new thing. Honestly, working with the mic is also that will be a learning process, I think, for both of us, where it's like, yeah, I don't know.
I was going to bedazzle this mic.
I think we should. I think that'd be interesting.
Oh my God.
I don't
Maybe
know.
put like a sleeve around there. So in case you have
Yeah.
to take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be kind of nice.
Something. I don't know. But
But
yeah, it's the technical side of podcasting has been interesting to learn. Because I think, at least for me, right, like I watch people do it like online, right, and I follow like a bunch of different podcasts, and it looks so easy and it sounds so nice and so effortless. That's what it is. It seems so effortless. And I think probably for some people it definitely is, especially, the ones that are like musicians that have started podcasts where it's like that's literally their livelihood is like sound design and audio engineering and that kind of thing. But for people that audio engineering is not my career nor ever adjacent to it necessarily, for me at least as far as what I do, it's kind of like, oh, I guess yes, I will learn about dynamic versus condenser mics and the whole thing about how like why you can hear electricity. Weirdly, I don't know. It's a frequency thing. I don't know. Part of me kind of hopes that none of my like sound friends listen to this because I'm sure that there are like so many errors that we're doing. But also the other part of me is kind of like, but also you're my friend and this is ridiculous. So
you know what the guy asked me, the one that I bought the mics from? He's like, so what are you going to use these for? Um, I'm doing a podcast with a friend. What type of podcast? Oh, we're just talking about our experiences. What type of experiences? I'm like, girl, I gotta get fucking food. I'm like, what is this? I'm fucking
we're here to rage bait the straights and the gays.
oh gosh. I'm never
If
getting
you're
a
queer, you're
boyfriend.
safe.
I'm never getting a boyfriend. I'm never getting a boyfriend. Like, I'm just never getting a boyfriend.
Not as long as you host this podcast with me, you're not. As long as I'm the one in charge of clipping clips.
Oh, girl, I don't know. I should just send this to my therapist and just see what he thinks.
I mean, I feel like he probably sees much more of you in therapy.
Oh, he does.
This is like a mild version of you.
There was one time, oh my God, I have to tell this story. There was one time, so I got to MC my gym at Pride, and I forgot I had therapy at 9, and I was already like on the track. I was dressed up, and so I forgot. I usually log into Zoom to see my therapist, and I didn't. So my therapist will give me a call to see if I'm doing okay. So he called me, and I was like, "Oh shit, I have therapy." So then I ended up FaceTiming him, and he was like, "Where are you, girl?" And I'm like, "Look," and he's like, "Oh my God, you're like on Pride." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Let me see your outfit." So I get down on the truck and I put the phone against like the fucking wall truck. And I showed him my cute little outfit. Girl, he was fucking cracking up.
You probably made his week.
And then I showed him my shorts. Oh my God, I have to tell you about these shorts. So shout out to my friend Sabrina who gave me this idea. So I cut these shorts to Daisy Dukes. And then originally my plan was just to wear a jock strap. But there's kids there and families, and like we gotta keep it PG. So then Sabrina was like, why don't you just rhinestone a jock strap on top of the Daisy Dukes? And I'm like, oh my God, that's brilliant. So I rhinestone jock strap on my Daisy Dukes, but to make it even better, I also rhinestone the shape of my butt and like my butthole. So then as I'm showing this to my therapist, I turn around and I bend over and you can see my fucking rhinestone butthole on these shorts. And my therapist was just dying. And then he's
You
like,
bent over for your
and
therapist.
then
Fully bent
and then
over.
and then my therapist is like, you know what, girl? I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Like, please show me pictures, show me how everything goes. I'm like, yeah, girl. My therapist is also queer, non-binary, black. He's like an amazing therapist. Should I say my therapist's name?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't. But shout out to my therapist. And then I remember after I hanged up, two of my friends who are also therapists who go to the gym, they were like, girl, did you just show your booty hole to your therapist? And I'm like, yeah. And they were like, oh my God. I'm like, is this a HIPAA violation? They were like, no, girl, but like still. Crazy.
If you send me a photo, I'll put it somewhere
I
here.
should put it here.
Somewhere. If I don't put it in here, then just go to his Instagram. It's on his Instagram.
We should do something like that where we like put a photo that kind of relates to like that week's episode.
I could. I don't know. I don't feel like really stay on topic, but I mean, we could sometimes.
Hey.
I think sometimes it's also just like putting it somewhere, like making sure we have like the wall space that it doesn't get. Otherwise, it's overlaid in front of us. I can't make it go behind us.
Oh my God.
It's too much work.
It should be my swim thongs from Cabo.
Wait, what? No, like putting that photo on the wall.
Yes,
or...
putting that photo on the wall.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we can. We have wall space. We can put whatever we want on the wall.
Girl, y'all
just
gotta
painted
get
it, so...
y'all gotta get free ass cheeks on this fucking podcast.
I mean,
sign up for a Patreon for $15 a month and get exclusive content.
Or sign up for $3, which is cheaper than a cup of coffee nowadays. Because I just paid $7.50 for a peanut butter latte. It was a fancy one, but my regular black drip coffee was like $4.70 something.
Was it good? The peanut butter one good?
Yeah, it was good. It was fine. I can make one better, I think, now. But I like the idea of the Patreon being cheaper than a cup of coffee because that's the world we live in. We're at like 22 minutes already, so
that's pretty good.
It's supposed to be like a nice little short thing, just in case. I have no idea how long the last recording was because the recorder didn't say, and that's okay.
Well, do we want to end with what we're cooking, what we're looking forward to this week?
Oh yeah, that was another thing I forgot. I almost want to like open with what we're cooking, what we're eating, and then like that way we just end the podcast whenever we want. But like we can also talk about it now at the end. We're still figuring out our format, and that's okay. Yes. My big focus right now as far as food has been cabbage. That's what I've been making us.
Carrots for me and green onions.
Oh yeah, you said you got like a Costco sized carrot thing.
Yeah, I want to make that Korean side dish.
Oh yeah,
I forget the name, but it's like really good. I also bought this like really interesting peeler. Like it peels multiple ribbons instead of one. It's not a mandolin, but
is it like a double blade or?
It's like it has 8 blades on it.
Are you shaving with this thing? Like what do you mean 8 blades?
Like it has like 8 little divots, so when I pass through the carrot, it gives me 8 ribbons instead of one.
Interesting.
Because I thought it'd be kind of nice.
The time saver.
Time saver, but also I'm really curious. Like the thing I was thinking about carrot the other day, like it's really interesting how versatile carrots can be, because you can eat them as chunks, or you could eat them as like ribbons, or like even like mince them or whatever, right? And I love this dish so much because it's like nutty, it's like sweet, it's like vinegary, and I just love.
There's a Peens line in there.
Oh, side dish. Actually, yeah, side dish. Side is a sexual position. Did you know that?
No. Side dish would have also been a good like podcast name. I'm sure there's probably a podcast named Side Dish out there.
It's like,
because like dishing and gossiping and like chisme and like side.
She said we're doing a rebrand.
Some type of something.
Full rebrand. Rebranding us. No, just kidding.
Who?
It's a design firm in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're okay.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Well, we're going to bleep out that name.
But yeah, looking for carrots and green onions. And then, going back to the gym.
I'm going to say follow us on the Patreon to go hear the name he said. But nope, that is too revealing. Anyways.
Do we have a Patreon set up?
Sure.
We're getting there, girls. Just give us a couple minutes. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I think that's it for tonight, yeah?
Yeah, it can be. Again, we get to call the shots because it's our podcast. We are not limited by time or topic or anything.
I'm terrible at pull-ups.
I can't do a pull-up, so if you can do even half a pull-up, that's still half more than me.
Are pull-ups supposed to help your chest?
Your back too.
Okay. The back I feel. My chest, I'm like, ooh, I feel kind of tender
Your
there.
pecs.
My
Your
pecs.
pecs.
What is my
Your pecs? I guess, is it kind of like where your armpit is at? Yeah.
Why is it called just pecs, like for men or for?
No, women have pecs too. There's
But
a whole, yeah. So with like if you're getting like breast augmentation, there's different ways you can do, like you can decide where to put the insert, or like I don't remember the term of it, but and there's, I think it's the two different levels. Like one of them is like under the fatty layer and one of them is under like the muscle layer or something. And like it depends on like a lot of factors, right? About where you're deciding to put this, like the silicone insert, but one of them is like underneath your pecs. So essentially they've like cut into your muscles to like put it in there. But then that is why for like, like people that have boobs, if you do a bunch of push-ups or whatever, that ends up actually like, it can sometimes give you like a little bit of a lift because your pecs will grow and lift, and so like the muscles underneath where like the fat is will grow and lift, and so that makes the fat that's laying on top of it look more like up and stuff.
Oh, I just didn't know the word pecs was like gender specific, but it can apply to anybody. Is what you're saying, correct?
As far as I know, I am not medical in any sense of the anything, but like as far as I know, yes. Yeah.
Mm. Is it? Was this a study of words? Entomology, or that's for bio? Is
Entomology,
it?
is that words? Linguistics is languages and entomology is words. And
Words are so fascinating to me.
did we do the bin thing already?
What's the bin bin?
Bin.
Oh,
We already did that.
bin
We should end it here while we're behind
bin.
again, ahead, whatever. Either way. Anyways, thanks for joining us. You'll see us next time.
Hasta luego.
You'll continue learning with us as we learn. How about that?
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Hasta
Oyasumi
luego.
nasai. Ihawa.
Ah, sí.
Wow, I lost all my other. I used to know good night in like 3 or 4 other ones. Dziękuję. No, that's thank you or good morning. Dobre
Oh.
cinque. No, dobre.
What'd you call me?
Chunko-
Just kidding.
chunko- Oh, I don't remember those. I have to brush up on those ones. Anyways, yeah. Oyasumi nasai.
Hi.